Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to add aiming to our project. So when we rotate our camera, our player's upper body will rotate according to that. So yeah, let's get started. First you want to go to the link in the description and you want to download this test pose FPX. After that you want to go to the animations and you want to import that animation. You want to select the UE5 skeleton, import all. Okay, and now let's go to the blueprints and to the PP player character. And what we want to do here is, we want to create a new function called get pitch rotation. Okay, what we want to do here now is we want to right click and we want to get control rotation. We want to split this and then we want to get from the Y, which is the pitch, and we want to check if it's greater or equal to 180. Now we want to right click and get a select float. And we want to connect this here. So if it's greater or equal to 180, we want to minus from it. And what we want to minus from it is 360. And we want to connect it to A. And if it's less than 180, we want to just connect it straight to there. Okay. Now we want to promote this to a variable. And get from here and connect. And this will be called, of course, pitch rotation. Simple as that. Compile and save, and let's go to the event graph. Let's actually close all these other functions from here. Yeah, and here event graph on the camera input. After these add controller yaw and pitch input, we want to call the get pitch rotation. Like that. So it will update every time we rotate our camera. Okay, compile and save. Now we can close this and we want to go to the animation and APP player. Here, let's also close all these other things and let's go to the event graph. And here on the 10.1, here at the bottom, we want to get our player reference and we want to get pitch rotation, this one, and we want to promote it to a variable, pitch rotation, like that. Okay, let's compile and save. Now we want to go to the anim graph. And now let's go to the main states and to the locomotion. What we want to do here now is let's add that test pose here so we can actually see that everything is working. So let's move this a little bit further. And let's get from here, let's get a layered blend per bone, like this. And from here, we want to open this and add a new index. Let's open it again. And here we want to set this to spine underscore 01. Blend depth, let's make it 5. And mesh space rotation blend, like that. Compile and save. Now to the blend pose 0, what we want to add is that test pose. Let's add it there. And when we compile, you can see now our hands are here. So when we play, I will quickly show you. You can see our hands are here, but now you can see better that basically our upper body is not rotating with our camera. So now let's create the code for it. So let's go back to the ABB player. Let's go to the anim graph. And here, after the control rig, or actually basically before it, what we want to do, let's actually move this a lot further here. Yeah. Now what we want to do is we want to get from this and we want to a transform bone. Transform it modify? No. Okay, let's just right click and transform bone. Okay, here. Skeletal controls transform modify bone. This is the one that we want to get. Okay, let's get it here. Now, what we want to do here, we want to select the bone to modify. First, we want to select the spine underscore 01. Okay? And what we want to do here on the scale, we want to cut this pin from here. So expose as pin false, like that. And here on the rotation, let's change this rotation mode to add to existing. So it will add to our original rotation, because otherwise it will replace it. Okay, now it will add to it, and on component space, like this. Okay, and also here on the translation, we will use this. Let's change this to add to existing, like that. Now we want to copy this node, paste it. We want to paste it in total 5 times, that we have 5 of them, like that. Now let's connect this to here. Now it will create this local to component node. Let's connect all these. It will create the other component to local. Now let's select all of these. Oh, like this, and press Q to align. Now let's start creating the code. Let's actually move it even further. Like that. Okay, so first we want to go to the second one of these and change this to spine 2. On the third one to change it to spine 3. Here to the spine 4 and here to the spine 5. Okay, let's compile and save. Now what we want to do is we want to get our pitch rotation. Let's get it under here. And we want to clamp it first. So let's clamp float. And we want to clamp it to -90 and +90, like that. Then what we want to do is we want to multiply it. And actually, let's get all these even further, like this maybe. Yeah. Okay, we want to multiply it by -1, so it will turn it from positive to negative and from negative to positive, you know. Then we want to make rotator, and you want to make it here, not split this and connect it there, because we will have to add another thing here later, and it will be a lot cleaner looking when we do it here. Okay, so let's align these. And this is on the X roll now. Now we want to connect this to the rotation, this to the rotation, and actually let's add a reroute. Let's connect it there. Let's add a reroute. Let's connect it there. Let's add a reroute again. Connect. Reroute. Connect and reroute. Okay, let's check that all those are looking good. Maybe like that. Now when we press compile, nothing happens. But now when we change the pitch rotation, you can see from our player that he is rotating, but we still have little problems here. Let's actually move this camera to the side. So now you can see the player is already rotating, but he's rotating too fast because we are applying the pitch rotation value to 5 of them at the same time. So how can we fix that? I will show you. We want to change these alpha values here. So how I noticed that, or how I got it working the way I want it to work is, usually people set these to all the same value, like 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, but I found out that it didn't work that well, so I will do it this way. So 0.1, 0.15, 0.2, 0.25, and 0.3. Now in total we have in total 1. So 2.25, 0.45, 0.7, and 1. And now when we compile and save and we change this pitch rotation, you can see our character will rotate, but he will stop to the 90 degrees and it will rotate correctly. Okay? Now, when we compile and save and go to play, you can see our hands are rotating with our view basically. And you can see from the shadow that it is rotating. But now we have few problems here. So if we go close to the wall and we rotate, you can see we will go through the wall and also this way. Yeah. So how can we fix those? First thing is we want to go back to the blueprints and to the BB player character and to the viewport. And you can see we have this capsule component here. Let's click on that. You can see our capsule radius is 35. We want to set it a little bit bigger, but not much. So let's set it to 50. I found out that's pretty good. Okay. Now when we compile and save and go to play. Okay, this is lagging a lot. So now it will still go through it, but not that much. And we can still go pretty close to the wall. Like this. So the capsule size is pretty okay, but we still didn't fix the problem completely. So let's fix it. So let's go back to the APP layer. Here, what we also can do with this, now I will show you when we rotate this to, for example, 90 degrees or wherever, but at least to 90 degrees. So now you can see our character is like that. Okay. And what we want to do to fix the problem that the upper body goes too far to the back or to the front is we want to get from the same clamped pitch rotation value and we want to multiply this. And the value that I want to multiply it with is 0.15. Okay. And then we want to make vector from it. And let's connect it to the Y. Like this. Now let's select this and press Q to align and move a little bit downwards. Now let's connect this to the translation. Let's add a reroute. Reroute like this and like this. Now I think I want to move these maybe a little bit here. Actually, we can just delete that and connect straight to there. Sorry, straight to there and straight to there. And now we can move them even more like that. And select all and align again. and now I think it looks pretty nice. Now what we are doing, we are getting the same value, but we are multiplying it by 0.15. So we are making it a little bit smaller. Then we are adding it to the bones, to the translation of the bones. So now when we compile, check this, he will move a little bit like that. But now you can see when he rotates, he doesn't turn his or like move his upper body that much. So, and it still looks pretty nice. Okay, so now when we compile and save, go to the person map and play, we can see when we go close to the wall and we rotate, oh, we are still going a little bit to it. And that is because we have to change the camera location a little bit. So let's go to the PP player character and to the first person camera. And let's change this X value to 5 and Y value to 10. I think this is a little bit better. So now when we save, we go to play, we should have everything working. So we come here. You can see we're not going through the wall anymore. You can see the hands are lagging and they are not following the body perfectly. So let's also fix that. So let's go back to the PP player character and let's go to the here to the root to the PP player character and let's search for a rot, which is rotation. And what we want to do, we want to use controller rotation. Yeah, let's make it false. And here use controller desired rotation. Let's make that true. And also let's change this rotation rate to something big like 100,000. So 100, 1, 2, 3. So 1 and 5 zeros. Compile, save. Let's go to the play. And it is still lagging. Why is that? I have to check that. Okay, so I remembered what I have to do to get it work. So let's go to the first person camera and let's here you can see use pawn control rotation. We want to make it false. Okay. And here under the PP player character, we want to check that we have use controller desired rotation here and a big number here. So now when we compile and save and we play, you can see our hands are locked to the camera basically. They are not looking very good, but this was just I quickly created this pose just so you can see that everything is working. But yeah, I actually think that was all for this video. If you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you on the next one.